Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a third and 10.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
180.
On second and 12, Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. We're scoreless after 1. So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
Go. Go. Get it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a second and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Second and 1. It's complete to Williams. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Damian Williams, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
Hurry!
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
21 yards. First down, Patriots.
180! Kings! Push him back! Hurry! Watch the shit! Hey!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And his pass incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down.
Operating from the gun. Herbert flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Dean Lowry coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. The Bills send the punter out, and no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Let's take it inside his own 40. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10.
Set, 20. Here we go, D. All day, D.
Now they try the right side here. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6.
Matchbox white. Look at me. Zipper.
He may try and run for this. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battles.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And the return will stop right around the 25. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you put in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Think he's got some unfinished business after taking that all the way down to the 1?
There's no doubt in his mind that he has unfinished business. How upset would he be, even though he won't show it, if the play call comes in, quarterback, keeper, bootleg, maybe someone else carrying the football? He's done the heavy lifting. Let him take it across the goal line.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll come out in the pistol. On second and goal, Mayfield. And caught by Cooper for a New England touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Patriots have taken the lead. An out route there for the score, a quick out route there for the score.
Yeah, you're not really surveying the defense on this one. You're just counting on timing, making this play happen. 1-2, ball's out of his hands, knows where he's going, just puts it to the outside. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And the lead is now 10-7. That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
49, check 49, check 49. On the ball. Ready?
Looking to throw. Herbert, and almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
To throw again. Herbert. Complete. It's Henry. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
I get the thought process. 3rd and short, give it to the fullback, let him bulldoze his way, but that means you're counting on your offensive line to win the line of scrimmage, aren't you?
Yeah, and there was just a mass of bodies there at the line. Looked like more defenders than offensive guys. Winds up losing yardage. On 4th down, Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots' defense is going to take over on downs. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a handoff looking right. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They're going to run this with a tight end. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Good. 180. Point it right, point it right, point it right. Slam. Hurry. Stay at home. Hey, let's go. Let's go. One time.
First down, Mayfield. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Set, 180. Check 52, come on. Check back. Check back.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. It was third and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On,
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. And he held on to it, but he probably shouldn't have, as they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play, because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. And it's hard to hold a kick from this distance against him, but that is now 3 misses for him in the game so far.
3? And you wonder where his head's at right now. Kickers are a funny breed, but I have a feeling he'd love to see a 29-yarder next time to get him back in the groove.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Good field position to start the drive after the missed field goal. Here's first down from the 42. After the penalty, it's Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After seeing that, maybe time to go back to some downfield throws here.
Yeah, anything, change it up, because the teams that win, the best teams, they're the ones that make adjustments. Doesn't mean
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Herbert. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he coughed it up, and it's picked up by the Patriots. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. And they give this time to the tailback. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now they'll run it on the toss. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Pressure comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. O'Shane Zimenez. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on third down.
Switch it, switch it, switch it. Come on, switch it. He's checking. Run.
Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. O'Shane Zimenez picks up his second sack of the afternoon. So now here comes the field goal unit again, and this phase of the game has been an absolute disaster so far. Back now in Buffalo. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
You're out. 5. Snap.
Back to throw. Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll run it now out of the gun. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
Looking to throw. Herbert. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
A very solid gain of 27.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Milage. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 18-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Alert, alert, alert.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
A carry here for the big tight end. Oh, no, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So a big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half, they give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. McManus's point after is good, and the lead is now 14-10. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they'll be looking to start fresh. Just a moment ago, they were backed up, coughed up the football, and then saw it go the other way for 6 points.
I just wonder, partner, sometimes they put such an emphasis on things. And, you know, in that situation, as they ran out there, they were told, take care of the football, don't cough it up. And sometimes that's the last thing you hear, and that's exactly what you do.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. David Njoku, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
24 is the mic. Let's go one more. 24 is the mic. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
2nd and 3. Man open. That's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. 24 is the mic. What we got? 24 is the mic. That's right.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Now they try the right side here. He'll have a first down past the 40. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Throwing on first down. Herbert. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Herbert. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope. No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And I tell you, these division games, never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game, on the road, tight, and they find a way to win it. Way to hunker down, as my old coach used to say, and find your way through.
So for the Pats, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.